Imagine for a moment that you have a choice. On one side, there is a smooth, easy road. It is a path of comfort, of pleasure, of no challenges. On the other side, there is a steep, rocky, difficult path. It is a path of struggle, hard work, and discomfort. Which path do you choose? Every day, our modern world tells us to choose the easy road. It sells us comfort, convenience, and a life free from hardship. We have been taught that a good life is an easy life, that the goal is to avoid pain and seek pleasure. But what if this is a lie? What if the easy path, the path of comfort, is actually a trap that keeps us weak, unhappy, and unfulfilled? Nearly 2,000 years ago, the most powerful man in the world, a Roman emperor named Marcus Aurelius, woke up every day and deliberately chose the hardest path. He was a man who could have had anything he wanted: endless comfort, luxury, and ease. Yet, he chose the opposite. He chose struggle, he chose duty, he chose hardship. This was not because he loved pain. It was because he knew a profound secret about the human spirit. He knew that the person you become is forged not in comfort, but in the fire of challenge. Today, you will learn why this emperor chose the hard path, and how this one simple choice can unlock a strength and peace within you that you never knew existed. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe. And in the comments, answer this simple question. Do you usually choose the easy path or the hard path? Be honest. There is no judgment here. Now, let us learn from the emperor. To understand Marcus Aurelius, we must first understand that he was not a god. He was a man who, like many of us, hated waking up in the morning. We know this because he wrote it down in his private journal. On one cold morning, he wrote to himself, "Act on when you have trouble getting out of bed. Tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for?" This was not the journal of an emperor boasting of his power. It was the journal of a man fighting a daily battle with his own desire for comfort. Marcus was the ruler of the known world, but he knew his first and most important battle was the one he fought against his own weakness every single morning. He could have chosen to stay in his warm bed. He could have chosen a life of ease. But he knew that to choose comfort was to choose weakness. Every day he made the choice to get up, to face the cold, and to do his duty. He was not just getting out of bed. He was choosing the hard path. This choice was the foundation of his entire philosophy, Stoicism. Stoicism is not a philosophy of sitting around thinking deep thoughts. It is a philosophy for warriors, leaders, and anyone who wants to build an unbreakable mind. And at its core is one simple idea: the obstacle is the way. Imagine a blacksmith forging a sword. To make the steel strong, what does the blacksmith do? He does not wrap it in a soft cloth. He heats it in a blazing fire. He pounds it with a heavy hammer. He plunges it into ice-cold water. The steel is made strong not by avoiding hardship, but by enduring it. Marcus Aurelius believed that the human soul was like this piece of steel. He knew that character, courage, and resilience are not built when things are easy. They are forged in the fire of difficult situations. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the secret. The hard path is not something to be avoided. It is the very thing that makes us stronger. The difficult conversation is not an obstacle. It is an opportunity to practice courage. The frustrating project is not an obstacle. It is an opportunity to practice patience. The unfair criticism is not an obstacle. It is an opportunity to practice emotional control. When you start to see the world this way, everything changes. Life is no longer a series of problems you have to solve. It becomes a training ground, a gym for your character. A modern psychologist who studies resilience calls this anti-fragility. Some things break under stress, like a glass cup. These are fragile. Some things resist stress, like a rock. These are resilient. But some things actually get stronger from stress and chaos, like a muscle that grows after being torn in the gym. This is anti-fragility. Marcus Aurelius was trying to build an anti-fragile soul. He knew that by deliberately choosing the hard path, by choosing to do the difficult but necessary thing, he was not just getting a task done. He was forging his character. He was making himself stronger for the even bigger challenges that life would throw at him. Let's be honest with ourselves. You love comfort? You choose the elevator instead of the stairs. You choose to watch another hour of television instead of reading a challenging book. You choose to stay silent in a meeting instead of speaking your mind and risking disagreement. You tell yourself these are small choices, that they don't matter. This is a profound and dangerous lie. Every time you choose the easy path over the hard but right path, you are casting a vote. You are casting a vote for the person you want to become. And when you consistently vote for comfort, you are building an identity of weakness. You are training your mind to believe that you are the kind of person who quits when things get tough. You are training your spirit to be soft, fragile, and easily broken. You wonder why you don't have the discipline to achieve your goals. It is not because you lack some special kind of willpower. It is because you have spent years practicing the art of choosing comfort. You have become a master of the easy way. The hard truth is this: the comfortable life you are chasing is a cage. It keeps you safe, but it also keeps you small. The strength, the confidence, and the self-respect you desperately want are all waiting for you, but they are on the other side of the door of discomfort. And only you can choose to walk through it. So, how did Marcus Aurelius practice this? How did he choose the hard path every day? He did not wait for big, dramatic challenges. He trained his mind on the small, daily choices. He wrote in his journal a kind of reverse goal list. Instead of writing what he wanted to achieve, he would write about the challenges he expected to face. He would tell himself, "Today, I will meet people who are selfish, arrogant, and dishonest." He was not being negative, he was preparing his mind. He was choosing to face the reality of the world, not the easy fantasy. By doing this, he was training himself not to be shocked or angered by difficulty. He also practiced voluntary hardship. He was an emperor, but he would often eat simple food, sleep on a hard bed, and wear plain clothes. He would deliberately expose himself to small discomforts. Why? He was training his mind to understand that he did not need comfort to be happy or strong. He was teaching himself that his well-being was independent of his external conditions. This is a powerful lesson. The more you expose yourself to small, controlled hardships, the less you fear the large, uncontrolled ones that life will inevitably send your way. By choosing to take a cold shower, you are teaching your mind that it can handle discomfort. By choosing to exercise when you are tired, you are teaching your mind that your actions are not controlled by your feelings. You do not need to be an emperor to start this practice. You can start today, right now, with your very next choice. Here is your plan. First, lean the morning. The battle for your day is won or lost in the first 30 minutes. When your alarm rings tomorrow, do not hit the snooze button. That is the easy path. The hard path is getting up immediately. This is your first victory of the day. It is a small act of choosing discipline over comfort, and it sets the tone for everything that follows. Second, do the hard thing first. Look at your to-do list. There is one task on it that you are dreading. The one you keep pushing to the end of the day. That is your new priority. Do that hard thing first. By tackling your biggest challenge when your energy is highest, you not only get it done, but you also prove to yourself that you are the kind of person who faces challenges head-on. Third, practice voluntary discomfort. Once a week, choose one small voluntary hardship. Skip a meal and feel a little hunger. Take a walk in the cold without a heavy jacket. Intentionally leave your phone at home when you go to the store. These small acts break your addiction to comfort and build a mind that is resilient and adaptable. Fourth, find a lesson in the obstacle. The next time you face a problem, a traffic jam, a difficult coworker, a failed project, do not see it as a misfortune. Stop and ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? What virtue is this giving me an opportunity to practice? Is it patience? Is it courage? Is it humility? Reframe the obstacle as your teacher. Marcus Aurelius ruled during a time of constant war, plague, and betrayal. By all accounts, his life was incredibly hard. Yet, in his private journal, you do not find a man complaining. You find a man who is calm, focused, and in control of his own mind. His strength did not come from his crown or his armies. It came from a simple, daily choice. The choice to embrace hardship. The choice to see obstacles as opportunities. The choice to walk the harder path. The comfortable life is a myth. It promises happiness but delivers weakness. The truly good life, the life of meaning, strength, and inner peace, is found on the difficult road. It is a path of challenges, but it is also the path of growth. It is the path of the blacksmith's fire, which burns away your impurities and forges you into something stronger. The next time you stand at a crossroads and you see the easy path and the hard path, remember the emperor. Remember that one path leads to a life of ease and regret, while the other leads to a life of struggle and strength. The choice is always yours. If this lesson has given you the courage to choose a better path, subscribe to the TGR Flurby. It is time to stop seeking comfort and start building character. Thank you for watching.